I appreciate your time. Now, you're coming from, you are from Zanfara, one of the states that is highly embattled by these bandits. And you've seen what has happened over the last few months. Now, the decision of President Bola Tinubu to take this man who just retired as a CDS and nominate him as a defense minister. How do you appraise this decision? What do you make of the personality of this man who is going to soon be the defense minister?
Thank you so much, my son Sean, for having me today. I don't know. Let us start with why the decisions are taken, and that is what informed the decision of Mr. President to make the change or the changes that he has done or he's going to do on the security architecture of the country. Let us not forget that the reason propelling the decision of Mr. President to effect this change is not because of the unfortunate incident, because these issues have been around for quite some time, and many people have spoken about them. But it took the intervention of the United States of America, ably led by its president, President Donald Trump, to classify Nigeria as a country of particular concern, where there is a Christian genocide, and to tell the Nigerian leaders in unmistakable terms that killing Christians in Nigeria is quite unacceptable. Mr. Shehu, let me start by telling you that I share a different view from most Nigerians about this comments made by the United States. I strongly support the President of America, that is President Donald Trump, for issuing I don't want to call it threat, but it is more like a threat. I differ with a lot of Nigerians because most Nigerians look at it from the perspective of patriotism, sovereignty of the country, which I agree with and I subscribe to. But of what importance is sovereignty or patriotism to a dead man? I come from Zanfara State, where you can rightly describe as the epicenter of these activities, where people are killed almost on a daily basis, and 99% of them Muslims. So the fact that there is no Muslim or Muslim country or Muslim president that can speak for the Muslims does not stop, a Christian president of a Christian country, from speaking of, for and for his people, that is the Christian community. I accept the fact that the Christians that are being killed in northern Nigeria are our brothers. They are fellow Nigerians. And if we can have them protected at least, I believe we are somewhere. As far as we are concerned from Zanfara and from what we are seeing in northern Nigeria, especially northwest, now we are gradually surrendering to the bandits, where you see communities on their own, taking the lead to now initiate dialogue and the peace resolutions. Maybe you put it in quote because that is we are just surrendering to them, because you see the bandits coming to the venue, in camouflage uniform of army, police, heavily armed and everything, while our security agencies, were standing by the side doing nothing. Now let us go back to the to the issue. So, like I said, sovereignty is something, patriotism is something. I'm not discounting them, but they are only meaningful when you are alive and when you have your freedom. Now, I told a friend. Now let us take Nigeria, pre-independence and Nigeria of today. Now, when the colonial masters came, they colonized us, which is maybe you can say quite unfortunate and everything. But then there are a lot of good things the colonial masters did to us. They gave us schools, they gave us roads, they gave us railway, they gave us medical facilities, they gave us a lot of things. Now, take the same scenario now. Now, when you look at what is happening like in Zanfara, now the people have already surrendered. They have given up and they have accepted the leadership, of the new masters in town. But for what do they have to show for it? Nothing. They are being killed day in, day out. They are being maimed, raped, children killed, and there is just nothing.
Are you satisfied with the grilling, the responses of General Musa on the floor today? And like I asked Honorable Yusuf about how some of the senators say, no, we need to hear the general speak to us about the solution. From what you heard today about in the screening, are you satisfied? Do you think this man can really get the job done?
Thank you very much, Sheun. I think the responses of the general, his appearance entirely as a whole, to me is a non-issue. There is no saying the fact that General Musa is eminently qualified to be the nation's defense minister, having rose through the ranks, to get to the top of his career. That is a 4-star general. So the issue is not about how he answered the question. The issue is like I said earlier, is one, is the president ready to end this problem?
Senator Kabiru Marafa, former senator, and Honorable Tajuddin Yusuf, for a member of the House of Reps, both of them giving insight into what we're going through in our nation and the incidents that happened today on the floor of the Senate. Senator, if you are to give General Musa some kind of agenda setting, what would you say to him? I mean, you coming from the theater of banditry war in Nigeria, Zanfara, and this is a state that the northern governors and monarchs had said that there should be a halt and from a momentary suspension of mining activities in many parts of the country. These are the signaled as one of the reasons that has caused these banditry in our country. If you set an agenda for General Musa, what would you have to say to him?
Sheun, you see, all these things like I said earlier, they are more like they are cosmetic. First and foremost thing, if I were to be in his position, first is I will ask the president and the commander-in-chief, to first and foremost clear, he should strengthen my arms. That is, there are people that are sabotaging the system, even right inside Ministry of Defense, and the president can do so, by ensuring that all persons of questionable characters, be it uniform or ununiformed, are removed, around the command center. That is where even close to the minister. On issue of mining, yes, mining is a contributory problem to the problems of insecurity. But Sheun, we know who the miners are. We know where they are. We know what they are doing. Now, does the president have the political will to stop them? Now, we have been through all these things. Service was suspended in Zanfara mining activities were suspended, movement were curtailed, entering Zanfara from so-so time to so-so time was stopped. I think up to now it is enforced. But all that didn't work because there is just no political will. Is the president ready to be the president of Nigeria and the commander-in-chief in Nigeria? He should stop being the president of APC. He should stop being the president of a section of the country. Let him address these issues, as the commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and must be ready to call a spade a spade. Now, anybody that is found wanting in this problem, the president is ready to deal with him or her, as and when due. And you have, what do you call it? You have now appointed, a square peg in a square hole. Now, but the issue is, what of the problems that still surrounds him around in the Ministry of Defense? Now, no matter how strong your gates are, no matter how high and how well fortified your walls are, you build a wall around yourself, you put gates, but you lock your gate with informants, with saboteurs inside your house. Now, chances are you cannot succeed. So while I have no doubt in the capacity and the capabilities of the general appointed today, or that will be cleared today by the Senate. Now, the issue is the president ready and willing to call a spade a spade? That is to strengthen the arms of the general. Now, give him all that is needed. And
Senator, you mentioned something that is very crucial here. You said you know the miners. You know who these people are. Are these people culpable in the banditry and the insurgency we are saying? Is there any link? These are some of your brothers. You are from Zanfara, where mining is largely done. A huge percentage of the mining activities is found in your state of Zanfara. But there are other parts of the country where mining is being done. I mean, are you linking mining to the insecurity and banditry that we're seeing?
Sharon, mining, I said, is a contributory factor, in this banditry of a thing. Now, the truth of this matter now, banditry has become a value chain, a business, in Zanfara and in the Northwest and by extension in Nigeria. Now, it is a value chain. There are people that are benefiting from it from top to bottom. Now, mining is just one leg of it. And like I said, the president knows who the miners are. The president knows. Everybody knows what is going on. Now, is the president ready?
You are indirectly indicting the president when you say they know. He knows, because Nigerians also need to know. Are these people responsible for the insecurity? Mining is the business economic activities. Are they culpable in this? Because people are being killed. We cannot be hiding behind one finger. Who are these people? Are they responsible?
It is not my duty to tell you who the people are. This is a government. We are not talking of an individual. It is a government that has everything at its disposal. They have all the security architecture all around, the intelligence community is there, everybody is there. But I'm telling you, a common man, even a common man, walking the streets of Zanfara, knows this problem. And everybody knows this problem. But how
is this connected though? Because it's like somebody who has a supermarket and you are linking the supermarket to a crime. How is mining connected to banditry?
Money.
Are they giving the bandits money or what? Or the bandits protecting them or what exactly?
They are making money from it, and the best way to do it is when people are terrorized and pushed out of their communities, and the whole area now becomes like what you call maybe a no-fly zone or a safe haven, for them to operate and take whatever they want to take. But Shaun, first and foremost, like I said, now let us look at the areas that are known. there is a famous cleric in Sokoto, in the person of what's his name, Asada, something Asada. He has said times without number. He has made allegations, very, very weighty allegations. He has made these allegations and even challenged the authorities to call him, or to sue him if what he said is wrong. Now the issue is what was done out of that. Nothing has been done up till today, nothing. Now he alluded to the fact that there are two problems we have. We have the bandits in the bush. Then we have their collaborators in the cities, some even in the government houses. And the people know this now, but nobody has ever, if you cannot reach the bandits, now can't you reach their collaborators in the city? People know them. But the issue is, say it today, tomorrow you are eliminated. Now this, what do you call it, this information leaked out, and nothing happens. If you are killed, and nobody cares. So now the issue is, do we have, if today the president is serious about this thing, now there are a lot of things he needs to do, he needs to put in place, just like he has done now, by appointing, like I said, a square peg in a square hole. Now let him purge the Ministry of Defense itself, from all problems, from all collaborators, from all people that are known, or that people...
Yes. Thanks so much, everyone. We're totally out of time. Just about 60 seconds each from my guest tonight. Senator, where do we go from here? We need some solutions and permanent one. Where do we go from here? Just less than 60 seconds, Senator.
Okay, thank you, Shehu. Now, let us just to put it directly. One, for this mission to succeed. Now, the president, like I said, should stop being the president of APC and become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. What I mean by this is this. Now, the president should be ready, to call whoever is concerned on this issue to order, regardless of where he is or he or she is from. But a situation whereby if an APC member, or the day you leave APC, the next day maybe your community is attacked, should be stopped. Now, two, like I told you, now when this KB problem happened, now there are two things that came up. Number one, we heard from the governor that they had credible security intelligence that this school was going to be attacked. And the military personnel were sent. 30 minutes to the attack, the military were withdrawn. Now, how many days, how many hours, how many minutes do we need to now know the names of these people that were posted, who called them out, and what happened there? Now, three, now the president himself ordered the Minister of State to relocate to Kebbi State and ensure that the children, were released.